Welcome back to Powers Field here in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Day 3 of the AA state tournament between the 8 teams, 4 from the west, 4 from the east. 2 have been eliminated and 6 move on to day 3. Sheridan and Rock Springs so long. Evanston and Jackson, you're staying alive. First losses handed to Laramie and Casper, and the 2-2-0 teams are Gillette and Cheyenne Post 6. They will play tonight in the nightcap. There are 3 games today. This is the first of 3. Evanston versus Laramie, Jackson versus Casper coming up at 3:30 p.m., and then Gillette versus Post 6 at 6 p.m. tonight. When we come back, we will look ahead to today's game, tipping off in about 9 minutes from now, and hear from the hero from last night's game, Bo Lloyd, being announced right now, of the Evanston Outlaws on this First Bank presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNY and 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
They really appreciate every customer at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. They understand that you have lots of options when it comes to purchasing outdoor recreation vehicles. That's why they work hard to earn your business by making sure they understand exactly what you want. They're friends with their customers. When you're happy, they're happy. If you haven't been to their store, they invite you to come visit. And if you've already one of their friends, stop in again soon and check out all of this season's gear. Cache Honda Yamaha in between Logan and Smithfield on US 91.
No matter what season of the year it is, when you live in our neck of the woods, you need outdoor power equipment. With quality product lines like Stihl, Toro, and Walker, Superior Rental and Sales has what you need for every season. Everything from homeowner to professional grade products. Plus, when it comes to maintenance, you're covered. Our full-time mechanic is available for tune-ups, maintenance, chain sharpening, whatever you need. Stop in today, Superior Rental and Sales, 371 Prospector Drive here in Evanston.
Bo Lloyd just went just 0 for 2 yesterday, but he was certainly the hero of the game, the winning pitcher. He also blew a save in the contest in a game that went 9 innings complete out of 7 scheduled. He was hit once, he walked once, he scored both times getting on base. He was actually hit twice and reached base 3 times and scored twice out of that. The last one in the 9th inning was the go-ahead run when he slid in head first on the RBI coming off of Brendan Thompson's bat. And then he came in, closed the door in his 3rd or 4th inning pitch. Let's take a look back at that as well. 5.1 out of Kimball Madsen, and then so 3 2/3 out of Bo Lloyd. Blew the save in the 7th and then got the win after giving the go-ahead run and tapping home plate with his front right hand. We hear from him in just a moment as both the starting lineups are being announced, and talk to him about last night's game and getting ready for his Outlaws career to be over. This could be the last day. Tomorrow could be the last day. What we do know is it is coming soon. Here's Bo Lloyd right now.
With Bo Lloyd after last night's victory in extra innings, you came in for the save, you blew the save, you ended up sliding in head first, your helmet got tumbled over your eyes to get the go-ahead, and then you ended up being the winning pitcher. Run me through the range of emotions in yesterday's game.
It was a lot of different emotions, but it was the right emotion after we won, so it was great. It was a great win for us and against Sheridan.
You had a ball that gets knocked out into the outfield, and you have to rely on your defense and Brandon Wicks and Reed Gross coming home. 1 run with Shirley to score. The second one comes in. After that happened, it seemed like you almost settled down a little bit, as weird as that was. I think it was the 4th at-bat, and you'd given up a base hit time and time and time. And then after that happened, did something change for you?
Yeah, I kind of just ended up trusting my defense, and I know they'll back me up. So after that, I kind of relaxed up, and I knew they had my back.
I commented on a ball you had yesterday. It was called for a strike on the outside corner. I think I called it the slow ball. And I said, Bo doesn't really have much of a fastball. He has a less slow ball and a slower ball, but it works out for you. And your approach in there is kind of just locate and almost try to get ground ball, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And pop flies. That's usually what I do. It's been working all year.
You're not going to be pitching today. You pitched too much yesterday. You're at 3rd base. You're hitting 5th. You got to watch this Laramie team a little bit yesterday. Coming in, what are your thoughts?
They hit the ball well. They have a pretty good defense. But I think if we come out hot, I think if we jump on them, I think we can get them today.
Was it run it through your mind at all yesterday, the possibility of that being your last game?
It was definitely hard, but we fought till the end, and that's just what baseball's about.
What's this tournament been like for you? New field, we haven't really been here before. A lot of new opponents, getting on to day 3 of the tournament in the AA level. A lot of new things. What's it been like?
It's been awesome. It's been a cool experience. There's a lot of talent, good talent throughout the teams, and the field, the facility is nice and awesome. It's great. Great time. Been a great week.
All right, Bo, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Looking for a new dentist? Look no further. McKay Frankham has been in Evanston for 18 years, maintains affordable prices, and covers everything from root canals to dentures to cosmetic dentistry.
Hi, I'm Dr. McKay Frankham, and I invite you to come and see me at 170 Arrowhead Drive in Evanston. Our goal is to give you a reason to smile. Excellent customer service, excellent results, and at affordable, reasonable rates.
McKay Frankham, for your family's dental needs.
Make your next big purchase a lot easier with competitive rates and excellent service from Trona Valley. Whether you're buying a new vehicle or your dream home, consider Trona Valley as your financial partner. We can provide you with pre-approved loans and dealer direct financing. Contact a loan specialist about your financial needs today. Call 800-331-6268 or stop by a branch location. Trona Valley member NCUA.
Throughout life, we celebrate the important milestones with jewelry, like graduation with a class ring, a watch for Father's Day, wedding sets for the bride and groom, a strand of pearls for your sweet 16, mother's rings to celebrate family. Commemorate these milestones working side by side with your personal jeweler at Sievers Jewelers. When you want to say, I want this moment to last forever, say it with Sievers. Sievers Jewelers on Main Street in downtown Evanston.
Back here at Powers Field in Cheyenne, Wyoming, running you through the lineups right now. Evanston, for a third consecutive day, is the road team, so they will bat first in the opening inning. Brandon Wicks, again, leading off, was the second hitter day 1 of the tournament, but day 2 and 3, he will lead off. Reed Gross is at second in the batting order and playing behind the plate at catcher. Brandon Wicks out in center field. Seth Lloyd pitching on the mound and batting third in the lineup. Griffin Mitchell at first base, batting fourth. Bo Lloyd fifth and in third base. Ryan Fisher, he's out in right field and batting sixth. Brendan Thompson is seventh at second base in the 8th spot. Jagger Mitchell is at shortstop today with Seth Lloyd on the mound, and Chris Perriman in left field batting ninth. On the mound for Laramie, Ramon Gomez. Behind the plate, Caleb Eaton at first base. It's Reed Beatty who got a win against Jackson in day 1 of the state tournament on Sunday. Albert Steiner's at second base, had a tough start out yesterday. At third base, it is Matt Smith, and at shortstop, it's Blake Moore. David Coulthard is in left field, Will Yates in center, and Logan Pickard in right field. Hard AR on the left and right side of the outfield. Brandon Wicks again will lead off and is hoping to lead off this team with another hit today. Evanston got off to a hot start yesterday in the contest, but was stranding runners on base or getting them tagged out. Both Brandon Wicks and Reed Gross were thrown out, heading for home in the first inning. The goal today is to improve upon what they did yesterday, just like they improved upon the day before. Get off to a hot start with the bats and then bring those runs around to score. Laramie is coming off a 13-0 loss yesterday to Post 6, despite throwing their ace out on the mound. All of the results yesterday, Evanston, of course, starting it off with a 7-5 win in extra innings, winning in the 9th over Sheridan and eliminating them. Jackson was up 8-1 on Rock Springs before they came back and had a final of 9-6. Rock Springs has been eliminated as well. So long, Archie Hay. Post 24. Better luck next year. Gillette defeated Casper in the third game of the day at 3:30. That was an 8-3 final, and in the final game, it was 0-0 for the first couple of innings, but once Post 6 got going, there was no stopping them, and they finished with a 13-0 win in 5 innings. Only games to go the distance yesterday. The only game not to go the distance yesterday was Cheyenne against Laramie in day 1. Evanston, I believe, was the only game to go the distance, and yes, it was. That was the only non-10-run stop of Mercy Rule. Almost set for first pitch in this elimination game. The winner will move on to play at 4 p.m. in Game 12. That will be against the loser of Game 11. So the loser of Gillette versus Post 6 gets the winner of today's game. Here's the first pitch from Ramon Gomez. Brandon Wicks takes it for a strike. Get an early look at the strike zone today. Maybe running a little bit high. Brandon Wicks giving a look back to the home plate umpire. Strike one. Here's the second pitch. Knocked out into left field, dropping in front of David Coulthard out in left field, and a leadoff single on 2 pitches for Brandon Wicks. We have our first base runner of the day. Reed Gross coming up to the plate, one of the leaders in batting average, on base percentage, overall hitting giant for the Outlaws. Throw back to first. Looking for the first pitch. Up high, bunt shown. Back to the pitcher's mound. He slips down and no throw. A E1 on the slip by Ramon Gomez. Reaches Reed Gross. 1 pitch, 2 men on. Brings up Seth Lloyd. 2 on, no outs. Off the stretch. Ramon Gomez goes outside corner for a strike. Brandon Wicks on to second base. The Outlaws had the first 5 men yesterday reach base safely. Could not get a run, though. Breaking ball goes off the back of Caleb Eaton's protective gear. He runs out to the third base dugout, and both runners advance on what will be ruled a wild throw. Count at 1-1. Wicks on to third. Gross to second. Seth stepping back into the left-handed batter's box. Again, the winner of today's game will play the loser of Post 6 versus Gillette. The winner of Jackson versus Casper will play the winner of Post 6 versus Gillette. 1-1 delivery. Inside, breaking ball. Called for ball 2. Similar situation we've had. Looking back to yesterday, second and third for the 1-2 hitters. Can Evanston get them in today? 2-1, fastball, and a good offering to Seth Lloyd. He just whiffed on it. Yesterday, Seth Lloyd struck out looking at a called strike right down the middle, then he slammed his bat down. I think that was in the 8th inning, knowing that he missed a great opportunity. This time he did not pass up the opportunity, just a rare miss of the barrel to bat. 2-2. Inside, cutting in, and ball 3, full count. Griffin Mitchell standing on deck. Open bag for the pitcher Gomez. With no outs, would set up a force at any play, so maybe he toes the line of the zone. Knocked out to right center. Backing up and making the catch, tagging up, going to third and second and home. First run is in for the Outlaws. Sacrifice fly for Seth Lloyd. The catch made by Will Yates gets it in, but not in time to prevent either runners from second or third from advancing a base. Opening salvo of the game, 1-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. The Outlaws score first here, and we have a quick mound visit with Griffin Mitchell heading down to the third baseline to talk to his manager, Jason Lloyd. Productive piece of hitting for Seth Lloyd, driving in an early run. And so far in this tournament, at least as the Outlaws have been concerned, runs have been at a premium. 3-0 day 1, 7-5 day 2. By far, really the only close games you can look at have been the Evanston games. Now, it was a 3-run game yesterday with Jackson versus Rock Springs, but that was just a bad inning, frankly, from Jackson, and the game never really seemed to be in too much doubt after that was ended. Runner on third base is Reed Gross, awaiting the first pitch to Mitchell. He likes the first one he sees. High fly ball out into shallow center field. Running in to make the grab, Yates. Do they try? Reed Gross starts to go and then pulls back. Just a fake. 2 outs, and that will bring Bo Lloyd up to the plate in an RBI situation. He did not drive in any runs yesterday, but scored twice including the game winner in the 9th inning. Stranded runners have been an issue in this tournament for the Outlaws to a degree. Most notably, the 4 stranded against Gillette, 3 of which were in scoring position in a 3-0 game. 1-0 count to Bo. Here's Gomez with the 1-0. Knockout into left field. Will drop and score a second run. Gets past the left fielder, Coulthard, and Bo's off and on his way to second base. In standing up, 2-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. The Outlaws have gotten 1 and 2 home, a bugaboo for them in the last couple of days. Not a problem today. Striking first in the opening inning, Ryan Fisher comes to the plate. Bo Lloyd standing on second base, and a 2-0 lead already in play for the Evanston Outlaws. Last year it was 2-out at State. The year before they lost to Gillette on day 3 in a close game. That was the last year of, or that was a 9-inning game, and I believe a 3-2 final. First pitch out into the outfield and left. Bo being held up at third base. The rally continues for the Outlaws. Runners on the corners for Brendan Thompson with 2 outs and a 2-run lead. A lot of first pitch jumping for the Outlaws so far. Brendan Thompson drove in Bo Lloyd yesterday in the 9th inning on a double. Gomez looking a little shaken so far. Taking his time looking at runners at first and third. Into the set position, and Thompson calls timeout. So a single for Bo Lloyd and an advance to second on an error. Second error of the inning. And then a single by Ryan Fisher has Lloyd at third. First pitch still awaiting. Here it is to Thompson. Swing and a miss. Thompson not a usual first pitch swinger. But maybe off the prior success the Outlaws have had already on first pitches against Gomez, he thought he'd give it a try. Down 0-1. Here's number 2. Curveball out into right center. Dropping. Another run in for the Outlaws and runners at first and second. Bo Lloyd gets to trot on in and pick up the bat that was just used to drive him in as Jagger Mitchell comes to the plate. Mitchell, shortstop and batting average rising back up after a dreadful month of July after coming into the month batting .500. He's had a good state tournament, his first as a starter for the Outlaws, and backup shortstop in the event that Seth Lloyd goes to the mound, which he is today. First pitch out to shallow right field in foul territory. Reed Beatty trots on out and makes the grab. The inning is over, but the Outlaws strike 3 times, 3-0 on 4 hits and a couple of errors as we head to the bottom of the first next on this First Bank presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
When traveling with your family, remember that everyone is happier with a good night's rest and a full belly. To make your family trip the best ever, plan to stay at the gorgeous Hilton Garden Inn Casper with spacious guest rooms, a beautiful indoor pool and hot tub, and delicious family restaurant. You'll find everything you need to have a happy family, which means a happy trip. The Hilton Garden Inn Casper. Call for reservations today, 307-266-1300.
A rocky start to the game for Laramie. They get their first opportunity at the bat, down 3-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as we welcome you back to Powers Field in Cheyenne, Wyoming, Day 3 of the AA State Tournament. Blake Moore, the shortstop, and a right-handed hitter will lead things off for Laramie, followed by Albert Steiner at second base. Hitting third is Will Yates, and playing center field, Reed Beatty, the first baseman, in the cleanup position. Caleb Eaton batting fifth, followed by David Coulthard at left field. In the sixth spot, Logan Pickard in right field. Michael Shutterly, the DH today, in the eighth spot, and batting ninth is the third baseman, Matt Smith. First pitch, a bunt is shown and pulled back for Blake Moore against Seth Lloyd on the mound, and ball one is called. 1-0. Second pitch from Seth. Another bunt shown and pulled back. No signal from the home plate umpire, so it is 2-0. Seth pitched in relief on day one in a loss. Starting today, 3-0 count. The All-State teams have been named, and 3 Outlaws are on either the first or second. Here is the 3-0, and it is a strike. Blake Moore was ready to head to first. He'll have to wait a bit on that. 3-1 delivery. Ball 4. Well, the man on the mound, Seth Lloyd, is one of your 2 first-team All-Staters for the Evanston Outlaws. Brandon Wicks out in center the other, and in second team at first base, Griffin Mitchell. In his final year, both Brandon Wicks and Griffin Mitchell playing their final year of Outlaw baseball. Seth Lloyd will have one more. Older brother Bo in his last year as well. Another bunt shown, and the runner headed going to second. A good tag applied by Jagger Mitchell, but he had to go a long ways to do so, and the runner at first, Blake Moore, is just safe. The throw was a little left by Reed Gross. And if Laramie is just going to play small ball like this, the Outlaws have not seen a whole lot of it. It may confuse them for a little while. Bunt shown again and strike called. Albert Steiner at the plate, left-handed hitter. First team All-State, as well as the man on second, Blake Moore. 3 All-State first-teamers. Bunt shown again, down to the third base line. It's a base hit. Seth Lloyd picks it up on the run as Steiner steps on first base safely. No chance for a play. A beautiful down-the-line bunt puts runners at first and third base with Will Yates, a second-team All-Stater, coming to the plate for Laramie. Bunt single. Down 3-0, small ball is working well for Laramie so far. First and third, and a ball 1 delivered to Yates. Laramie did not get a run in at all against Cheyenne yesterday. After an outstanding game, they used them all up on day 1, 18-3 over Jackson. 1-0 offering from Seth Lloyd is a fastball and fouled up for strike 1. The Outlaws going with their new uniforms for a second consecutive day. The gray base with the blue and white striping down horizontally down the bottom half. Another bunt shown. Seth Lloyd bobbles it, has to eat it. Nobody advances home, but the bases are loaded with no outs, and the cleanup man, Reed Beatty, in ideal position for a number 4 hitter. Bases juiced, no outs in a 3-0 deficit. All 3 of the first Laramie hitters have shown bunt. 1 of them earned a walk. The last 2 have reached on bunt singles. The pitch hits Beatty, and the run is in. RBI hit bat of Reed Beatty. And the bases stay loaded with Caleb Eaton up. Not surprisingly, we have an early mound visit. Team only. trying to settle Seth Lloyd down in one of the bigger games, if not the biggest game, for him on the mound. He undoes his jersey and now buttons it back up. Reed Gross, the last to leave the pitcher's mound, to retreat back to his position behind the plate. Caleb Eaton, the opposing catcher, to the plate, right-handed hitter with the bases loaded, still no outs. Infield in at the lines, all the way around, looking for bunt on the corners. First pitch, a swing and a foul. This is the first of 3 games today. It's at 1:15, so we are just 15 minutes in of an on-timed game. No time in these state tournaments, no time limit. Knockout into left center, dropping. Everyone's on the run. 1 run, 2 runs, maybe a third. This could clear the bases. Reed Beatty is being held up at third as the throw comes in to Jagger Mitchell at short. But a double with 2 RBIs ties it just like that. And we are at 3-all on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Caleb Eaton nearly clears the bags, but nonetheless ties it up. And Seth Lloyd is still searching for his first out. This the Evanston Outlaws ace, looking frazzled. David Coulthard out. First pitch, slider, swing and a miss. A big whiff by David. Infield on the left side playing in. Breaking ball. Cuts for a strike. 0-2 to Coulthard. Two hits for Laramie has been enough. The 0-2 is fouled away. That second bunt single ruled an error on the slip of Seth Lloyd, that being Will Yates. Count stays at 0-2. Small lead at second and third. Here's the pitch. Out to short. Drops beyond Jagger Mitchell and into the glove of Brandon Wicks. He will race it in. And Laramie has taken a lead. Coulthard with an RBI single to bring Reed Beatty around to score. He was the first to drive in a run after getting hit. We still do not have an out. And hitter number 7 for Laramie is coming to the plate. You never want to abandon your ace, but the rope or leash may be tightening with every at-bat, especially with 3 runs in for the Outlaws. That lead has now been erased, and now a deficit is in its stead. One on a called strike to Logan Picard. One is low and a called strike as well. Bottom edge of the zone. Pretty much straight across the plate though. Runners at first and third. Good lead at first. Small at third. Runner stays at first. Swing and a miss, and there's your first out. See if the infield moves back a little bit. Shortstop Jagger Mitchell is at the edge of the grass level. And we should mention again, in case you're tuning in for the first time today, this is an interesting hybrid field. The infield into about 15 feet out from the base paths is field turf. And that includes what looks like dirt at home plate, first, second, and third base. Once you get past there, it goes to natural grass. Infield is at double play, but it won't matter. Straight out to center field, dropping and getting past Brandon Wicks. One run comes in. On his way to second is Michael Shutterly. Shutterly in standing, and the second run comes in upstanding. Caleb Eaton scores, David Coulthard scores, and the score is 6-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Laramie, with one out, has its number 9 man to the plate with a man in scoring position and 6 already in. Look over to the first base dugout and no sign of a change. Near hit, check that. It got a piece of his jersey, and Matt Smith is on his way to first after getting plunked. Now we have a mound visit, and that should be it. He could not get through the lineup without more than one out, but we will see. Manager Jason Lloyd pointing down to the rubber on the mound. Seth Lloyd kicking at it. Seth, with his head sunk, will stay in. 6-3 as for a second time this inning, Blake Moore takes his practice swings and moves to the batter's circle. Runners on first and second are Shutterly and Smith. Home plate umpire moving back behind Reed Gross. 22 minutes in and still in the first inning. First offering, bunt shown. Ball 1. Second pitch from Lloyd, another bunt shown. Still one out, mind you. Fouled off. 1-1. Look back to second. The delivery from Lloyd. Out to right center. Out to left center, rather. Brandon Wicks makes the grab on a line drive. Well hit ball. And big gaps here with 340, 340, and 405 to dead center. But out number 2 is finally recorded. Albert Steiner's up. He singled and was the second run to come around on score and reached first base on a bunt. Single. Down the third baseline. Second pitch goes back down the third baseline, but this one on a blooper into left field. Runner at third being tailed around, headed for home, and he's in safe. 7-3. Michael Shutterly comes around. Runners hold up at first and second otherwise. Now look down, still already one mound visit, so a second means a pitching change by Coach Lloyd. Probably just hoping for one more out. First pitch is a high ball to Will Yates. Great start, turned into a nightmare for the Outlaws. Still the same inning, picked off at second, but the ball goes into center field. Runners will hold. Matt Smith was caught out on an island, and the throw into second was off target for where Brendan Thompson was standing. Backup made by Brandon Wicks in center. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Out to right center. Dropping and continuing to move. Out in the gap. Ryan Fisher and Brandon Wicks on the run. Wicks pulls it up. One runs in. A second one coming around. They will hold the man at third. A triple by Will Yates. 2 more runs come in, 9-3. And here's a pitching change. Coach Lloyd cannot hang on anymore. And Seth Lloyd, the Evanston Outlaw ace, gives up 9 runs in 2/3 of an inning. And that is it. We will take a break and return in 60 seconds on this First Bank presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you've struggled to get a vehicle because of some bumps in your credit, then come to the all-new Rocky Mountain Yeti Auto Group. We have over 20 different lenders ready to help you reestablish your credit with a quality new or pre-owned vehicle. Good credit, bad credit, bankruptcy? Let the new Rocky Mountain Yeti Auto Group try to help you. Call our credit hotline today and ask for Jeff or Dave to get pre-approved for your next vehicle. Call 307-789-3151 today. Rocky Mountain Yeti, legend driven.
What lives in your ductwork? Creepy, crawly spiders, rodents, old pet hair and dander, dust. It's a fact. Whatever's lingering in your ductwork is the same thing you're breathing in the air.
I've got great news. The professionals at Landmark Plumbing and Heating have all the equipment needed to clean out the ductwork in your house. This is Lane Bowen, owner of Landmark Plumbing and Heating. Let us help you breathe easier by cleaning out your ductwork. Call us today to schedule an appointment. 789-8793.
The new pitcher will be Jagger Mitchell. Started the game at short. Seth Lloyd will move back to the 6th spot on defense. 9-3 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Today's broadcast brought to you in part by the 307 Service Experts. One call to fix it all. Mitchell's first appearance of the state tournament. You had to figure you could get 4 or 5 at least from your ace today and put you in position to win, but Laramie came out after being shut out 13-0 yesterday, but winning 18-3 on day 1. What sort of day would it be? Well, 9 runs in 2 outs. It's looking a lot more like Sunday than Monday for this team facing elimination. Reed Beatty at the plate. Will Yates on third base after that 2 RBI triple to end Seth Lloyd's day. Takes strike 1. Here's the pitch, fastball, swing and a miss. Beatty takes his timeout, now moves back into the box. Mitchell on the pitch, out to center field. Tailing towards right center, a long run for Brandon Wicks. He can't make the catch. It's picked up on one hop by Ryan Fisher, a double, and the inning continues. And it is 10-3 as Will Yates has an easy walk home. All the ball had to do was stay in a straight path, and it just started tailing violently once it reached its arc of peak. Neither Fisher nor Wicks, as they converged, could get a good read on it to make a grab. 10-3 is the score. Beatty on second, and Caleb Eaton with his second at bat. First pitch, out to center field. Brandon Wicks appears to have a read on this. The inning is finally over, but not before 13 at-bats take place for Laramie, and they score 10 on 7 hits and a pair of errors. Seth Lloyd, the ace for the Outlaws, can't get out of the opening inning. And we move to the second. The Outlaws down 7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Baseball on K9 Radio.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
With over 25 years of experience, it's not uncommon for Chad to be able to diagnose your vehicle's problems right away, sometimes by just listening to your engine run. If there were such a thing, Chad might even be considered the engine whisperer. Actually, the mechanics at Chad's Automotive in Evanston are just dang good mechanics. You're always treated fairly and honestly, handling everything from vehicle maintenance to major repair. Chad's Automotive in Evanston, 789-8263. Call today, 789-8263.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
33 pitches for Seth Lloyd before being pulled for by Jagger Mitchell in 1/3 of an inning as he gets a fly out, but gives up a double himself. Caleb Eaton flies out to end the inning. That run goes goes account to Seth, but not an earned run. Chris Perriman, the number 9 hitter for the Outlaws, leading things off for Evanston, which had an outstanding inning themselves. Just when you look comparisonly, you've already forgotten about it, that the Outlaws got 3 in and held a 3-0 lead heading into the bottom of the first. Second pitch for Gomez to Perriman. Foul ball, and it's 1-1. It's all a matter of perspective. And 3 runs right now seems like a awful small start towards climbing out of this hole. 7 hits, 2 errors. 2 errors for Laramie in their first inning defensively as well, as Perriman goes up 2-1 on the count. Two-1 is outside, and 3-1 is the tally. Straight switch from Jagger Mitchell to Seth Lloyd, 1-6, 6-1. Here's the 3-1 offering. Foul up. Maybe getting out of play towards the Outlaws' dugout. And it does. Caleb Eaton was chasing it all the way back and watched it go over the netting. Retreat back on a full count now for Chris Perriman, who went 3 for 4 yesterday, batting in the number 9 spot. Won't be able to calculate my ERA unless I get a break here, just to go back with how long that inning was, how many of those runs were earned. But several of them were not. I can tell you that just because of the errors, even though one of them was by Seth Lloyd early on when he tripped up on the mound. Have to imagine nerves just got to him in this game. He's a much better pitcher than he showed. Full count pitch on a second try is low and outside for ball 4, and Chris Perriman works a leadoff walk. Got to start somewhere, and the Outlaws start with a leadoff base runner to bring up Brandon Wicks as the lineup turns over here in the second inning. Wicks singled to lead off the game on the second pitch he saw. Throwback to first. Perriman's in safely. Perriman was caught stealing on day 1, that's Sunday, against Gillette. Headed towards second. It was a close one, but he was out. Perriman goes. Hit and run. Pop up into the infield. Perriman has to retreat. Possibility of a double play depending on how long the ball stays. The ball drops. Now it's into foul territory. Chris Perriman on his way to second. He is out. So just exchange the runners one for another. Brandon Wicks is on base. No need for an infield fly rule there because there was not 2 base runners, and it's just an exchange. But I think they're going to talk about, was that ball foul, because of the way if it hit it hit anyone. If it didn't hit a glove, it went into foul territory and never bounced on the ball, never bounced past the bag. So it is a foul ball, and that I'd have to agree with that because it never touched any part of the fielder's glove. So try it back again. 0-1 count to Brandon Wicks. Good conversation between the umpires, getting the call right. So Wicks back on into the batter's box and taking ball one. 1-1 count. Chris Perriman ran approximately, what would that be, 270 feet on that one? 90 feet forward, 90 feet back, and 90 feet more forward. Now a knock on a line drive into left field puts runners at first and second on Brandon Wicks' single, his second of the contest, and runners on for Reed Gross here in the second inning, down 7. I think I said yesterday, I was not entirely sure on the clarification on this double elimination format that the winner of today's game would go on to play the loser of Gillette Post 6, and as I see it, that is the case, and that will be maybe there could be changing. I'll talk about that with tournament director over the break. First pitch to Reed Gross is high for a ball. You appreciate a double elimination format that allows a team with a loss on day 1, 2, or otherwise to climb back in and still have a chance to win it all. That 1-0 rather goes foul. The only issue is sometimes on my side it's a little hard to keep track of exactly what is or is not happening with these formats. 10-3 the score in the top of the second inning. Gomez looks back, now on the stretch. Curveball beats Reed Gross, had him out way in front of the pitch. Whiff by Gross puts the count at 1-2. Garners a healthy reaction from the Laramie crowd. The pitch, swing and a miss, strikeout for Reed Gross brings up Seth Lloyd. Out number 1, 2 men on. First and second, and the Outlaws needing some sort of good news before they head to the bottom of the second. Seth Lloyd drove in the first run last inning. On a sacrifice fly. Here's the first pitch from Gomez. Down in the dirt, gets past him, all the way to the backstop. Both runners advance. Chris Perriman trips up a little bit as he turns around at third. Looked like he may have been close to rolling an ankle, but did not. Wicks on to second. 1-0 count to Seth. And an intentional walk for Seth Lloyd will load the bases up and put a force at any place. I think that's the first force signal I've seen since last state tournament. Ever since the rule came down that in order to intentionally walk a batter, all you had to do was get the manager to signal 4 fingers, and he'd take off. So IBB, first pitch, swing and a miss for Griffin Mitchell. Griffin with a healthy cut. Laramie hoping to keep their momentum going. 1 out. Setting up the possibility of a double play. Have first and third on the line. Second and short, predictably back. And we have a mound visit between Caleb Eaton and Ramon Gomez. As Eaton, the catcher, comes out, offers a few words, both with their gloves up at their head level. Retreating back. With Wicks at second base, they could be changing up the signs. Maybe hearing something from Brandon over on the far bag. Here's the pitch, off speed, outside corner, strike called. 0-2 for Ramon Gomez. Mitchell On 0-2, out to right field. Shallow, caught, runner is going, but Chris Perriman tripped up on his way from third to home, so he has to come back. And there is no advance, just an F9, not a sacrifice fly, and the score stays 10-3. Looking over to third base as Perriman almost looked like he was doing a twirl as he turned for home, got tripped up and then started to run, and quickly was not more than 8 feet on his line home before he had to turn up and head back to third. So 2 down, bases loaded, 10-3 for Laramie. Evanston at the plate and Bo Lloyd with the bat. Bloops at opposite field into shallow right field. Long run and down to the knees with a slide. Logan Picard makes the third out and the Outlaws strand 3. We head to the bottom of the second next. Laramie up big 10-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on this First Bank presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN 99.1 FM.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Many of our customers have trusted Jensen Wood Motors for generations. It's important to all of us here at the dealership we always work for the people. My grandpa was a man of his word, and he passed that tradition on to us. We understand that we're here to serve our customers, and every day we try and do that to the best of our ability. We really appreciate each customer, and we want to make sure that they feel that when they're doing business with us.
Jensen Wood Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Montpelier, Idaho.
Welcome back to Powers Field here in Cheyenne, Wyoming. It is 10-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Let's see if I can get that scoreboard a little more in focus by backing it up a little bit. Sometimes that's helped, sometimes that's not helped. The mesh backing in this backstop here at Powers Field has done a number on what we're able to see, not just on the scoreboard, but on our camera itself, and it looks like I'm not going to get a very good focus on that one way or another. So rest assured, it is 10-3 as we move to the bottom of the second inning on this Day 3 game. And Jagger Mitchell coming out in his first full inning of work. At least the Outlaws hope will face David Coulthard up first. 6, 7, 8. Due up. Coulthard, Pickard, and Shutterly. Ball 1 on a pulled back bunt attempt. Mitchell in a full windup. Here's the delivery. Bunt shown again down in the dirt for ball 2. Bo Lloyd on the third baseline, cutting in. Ball 3 delivered again in the field turf dirt. 3-0. Coulthard wearing number 5. Right-handed hitter playing in left field. 3-0. Curveball dips in for a strike. So clarification on that tournament is to avoid having teams play each other twice in the first couple of days, as Coulthard is walked. There is a chance that because Laramie has already played Cheyenne and because Evanston has already played Gillette, there is a chance that depending on who would win that game, that the brackets could be shifted around so that, say, if Evanston may be playing Cheyenne, even if they were to win today's game, or if Gillette were to win and Laramie were to win, then they could be playing each other so that they would not be doubling up on opponents. A sacrifice bunt moves the runner over as Logan Picard is retired on a 1-3. Michael Shutterly comes up as Coulthard moves on to second base. Oh, check that. Take that back. He was safe in there. Had a bad angle. And I missed the call. So first and second, no outs. Bunt shown again. Ball one. This has got to be infuriating for the Outlaws to see bunt after bunt after bunt attempt. The team not even trying to swing the bat. Now they do. Out into shallow center field. Should drop for a base hit. It does. Runners moving on to second and third because they had to hold up to see if it would be in safely into the field of play. No advance beyond one base. Shutterly with a single, his second of the game. Bases are loaded. No outs. Number 9 hitter Matt Smith was hit. His first time up on the first pitch that he saw. Here's the first offering from Mitchell. It's low and a block by Gross saves a run. 1-0 count. Second pitch, breaking ball for a strike. Force at any base. 1-1 offering. Swing and a miss. Here's the 1-2. Off speed. Knocked into right field. A long run for Ryan Fisher. He makes it. Now on the turn to throw. The run is in standing. 11-3. David Coulthard comes around to score the 11th run of the game and give Laramie an 8-run differential. Count that as a sac fly for Matt Smith as the lineup turns over for a third time. Blake Moore to the plate. Moore won first time up, walks, second time flew out. 1 run scored, a stolen base. Throw back to first. Smith is in safely. Runners are at first and third. On the stretch, Mitchell lands high for a ball. 1-0 to Blake Moore. Where's number 6, shortstop for Laramie. Bunt shown. Down the first base line, into a gap, into the shallow outfield. A run can trot in. Everyone's in safe. 12-3. This is a cheesing paradise for Laramie as they have taken bunt after bunt, and the Outlaws have not been able to do a single thing. Count that as a bunt single RBI. They're almost mocking the defense at this point. Albert Steiner to the plate. Mitchell. Swing and a miss. Will Yates on deck. Steiner is 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored, 2 singles, and an RBI. Runners are at first and second. Off speed, lands outside. Tried to go back door and missed. 1-1. .48 minutes into the game, not even through 2 innings. 2-1 to Steiner. Timeout called for Reed Gross to readjust his helmet and catcher's gear. Mitchell looks back to second. Here's the pitch to Steiner. Outside edge. Strike. 2-2 count. 1 out is all. And that on a sacrifice fly. Shutterly at second. Here's the 2-2. Fills the count up at 3-2. High fastball. Look back to second. Now the pitch to Steiner. Knocked up into third base, left field now. Chris Perriman on a long run. Out number 2, grabbed. Will Yates to the plate. Will Yates with runners on first and second. Pitch from Mitchell outside for a ball. Mitchell delivers outside. Ball 2. 2-0. Well, the Outlaws have had a lot of mound visits today, and it sounds like the limit on them is being discussed because I think they've certainly reached him. If they're given 6 for a game in a 7-inning game, swing and a miss puts it at 2-1. They have already reached and probably exceeded that. And when it comes down to it, pitching change ones are not counted, but catcher, player, non-manager, out to right field, and a diving attempt made by Ryan Fisher is no good, gets past him. 1 run comes in, and Blake Moore comes around and scores as well. A stand-up double for Will Yates. 2 more runs, and it's 14-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Will Yates drives in a pair and brings up Reed Beatty. 11-run lead for Laramie. Again, still in the second inning. There is a 10-run rule at 5, but there is no 15-run rule at 3, although Laramie, if it was, looks like they would be headed straight for that at their pace. Beatty is driven in 2 with 1 hit. Got a double and an RBI and a walk with the bases loaded for his second RBI. 1 man standing on second is Will Yates. First pitch he sees, fouls it off. On the 0-1, the off speed, knocked hard and long, but well foul into left field. 0-2. Would have been close to the fence if it had stayed fair. 0-2 to Beatty. Outside for a ball. Here's the pitch on 1-2. Swing and a miss, and the inning finally ends for the Outlaws mercifully. 4 more runs come in, and the score stands 14-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy board as we head on to the 3rd inning next on this First Bank presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Your vehicle represents one of the major investments you'll make in your lifetime. If you have an accident, large or small, take care of your investment with a professional team that understands the value of your vehicle. T-Bar S Body Shop has been repairing and restoring vehicles to just like new condition for over 7 years. Don't trust your investment to just anyone. Let T-Bar fix your car. T-Bar S Body Shop, stop in today for a free estimate. 515 County Road.
Because of the many washers and dryers, it doesn't take long to get all your laundry done at Joe's Modern Cleaners and Laundromat in Evanston. Joe's offers an affordable wash and fold service. Plus, large bulky items like sleeping bags and bedspreads are no problem. Big machines clean big loads at Joe's, so whether you want to do it yourself or have someone else take care of it, get it all done at Joe's Modern Cleaners and Laundromat, 624 West Cheyenne Drive in the Frontier Square. So come see why our customers say we're not only the biggest, we're the best at Joe's Modern Cleaners and Laundromat.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
Top of the third inning, and 14-3 your score. Laramie over Evanston, with Ryan Fisher leading off. Got Ryan Fisher followed by Brendan Thompson and Jagger Mitchell. Lead off this third inning. The Outlaws trailing by 11 runs. Today's broadcast brought to you in part by Kazine's, where the legacy continues at 800 Front Street. Here's the pitch by Gomez. Knocked up into foul territory. Will stay in play, though. A long run for Beatty, and he can't find it on the fence. Slaps that aforementioned fence as he saw it go right past his arm. 10 hits to 5 hits. Differential between Evanston and Laramie. 3 errors for Evanston, 2 for Laramie. 1-2 delivery. Outside, dipped low and nearly fell into the zone, but called for a ball. Two from Gomez. Swing and a miss. Strikeout on a fastball for Fisher. After singling his first time, Brendan Thompson comes to the plate. Thompson knocked in the final of those 3 runs in the first inning, and what, about 45 minutes ago seemed like such a great start for the Evanston Outlaws. That's all been erased as they trail by 11. On the Impact Physical Therapy board, first pitch, ball 1 for Gomez to Thompson. Jagger Mitchell taking his warm-up swings with a couple of bats in hand over on the Outlaws on deck circle. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss for Thompson. Tried to golf at it. Seems upset with his decision. 1-1 from Gomez. Inside, ball 2. Gomez on the 1-2. Out to short. Well fielded by Moore. Throw to first and a stretch by Beatty. 6-3 put out, and that is 2 gone. Jagger Mitchell comes to the plate. He is 0 for 1. This is his second plate appearance of the day. And Gomez must be nearing a pitch count total because he's getting a call. That's it for Ramon Gomez. After a fine day, he finishes at 2 2/3 inning. Interested to see what that pitch count is at. Probably keeping him available for not tomorrow, but the day after. And trying to get a peek at who that new pitcher is, number 7. Matt Smith coming in to pitch. And see what other changes we have going on. 18. Have a new left fielder coming in. I believe. Nope. Never mind. Reed Beatty heading out to left field, moving from first base to left. And see if then who goes to first. We'll take a break and come back in 60 seconds and hopefully have all these lineups fixed on this First Bank presentation of Outlaw Baseball.
If you're a person who enjoys comfort, affordability, and history, make sure you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn the next time you're in Evanston, Wyoming. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the 17-unit motel referred to as the Oasis of the West that was frequented by stars like Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker. Today, when you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, you'll enjoy the history while you relax in one of the 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres. Best Western Dunmar Inn. Reserve your rooms today, 307-789-3770.
Hi there, Craig Dearden with Castle Rock Chevrolet right here in Evanston. Of course, it's about finding you that perfect vehicle, but at Castle Rock, it's about a lot more. It's using our experience to get you the best rate. We will get you the vehicle that you've always wanted. It's about knowing your vehicle is in the right hands. Throughout the buying experience here at Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're here for you. If you're ready to buy a new truck, come to Castle Rock. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
Okay, so Matt Smith is your new pitcher, and he faces off against Jagger Mitchell. 2-0 count to Mitchell. We've got a plethora of changes. Matt Smith went from third base to the mound. Ramon Gomez out of the game. 3-0. Reed Beatty went to from first base to left field. Michael Shutterly went from DH to playing first base. So we know who's on first. Ramon Gomez now at second. So I'm not sure exactly where he moves into the lineup because someone came out. Does that mean Steiner is out? But we have somebody on third base. Foul ball, and Jagger is at 2-2 on the count. I think it should be 3-2. Maybe I missed a pitch. So I think I misattributed a pitch as a ball instead of a strike, so it's 2-2. And here's the delivery. Swing and a miss, and Shutterly strikes him out. 1-2-3 go the Outlaws. And that is your top half of the inning. Bottom of the third coming up next on this First Bank presentation of Outlaws Baseball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
When your doctor and pharmacist work together to create a customized medication for you, it's a powerful partnership. Medication customization is called compounding. City Drug is the only pharmacy in Southwest Wyoming that offers compounded medications for hormone replacement, pain management, veterinary, and more. City Drug, your local hometown pharmacy, working to make life better for you, your family, and your pets at the corner of 10th and Main, Evanston. Stop in today.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
Uintah County School District No. 1 has been committed to excellence since its beginning in 1870. This commitment is not only reflected in student education, but in our school buildings and facilities over the years. The staff at Uintah County School District No. 1 works hard to provide clean, comfortable, and safe learning environments for student learning. No matter what department you're working with, at Uintah County School District No. 1, you will always find us striving for the pathway to excellence.
Bottom of the third inning brings up Caleb Eaton. Only man not to bat last inning, and Jagger Mitchell stays out for another inning of work on the mound. 14-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. A blowout in the making for Laramie to move on tomorrow. Ground ball stays fair. Chopped just down the third base line. Eaton from first on to second. The throw is in time, and the tag is applied. Out. Stretching a single into a double. Caleb Eaton is retired. Good tag and turn by Brendan Thompson. Puts him out for a rare out on a leadoff batter for the Outlaws. In fact, that is their first leadoff out. David Coulthard, who moved from left field to third base, so there's your mystery third baseman. And I think we've got all the changes figured out now defensively. Ball 1. Outside delivered by Jagger Mitchell. In the windup, here's Mitchell inside for ball 2. Two-0 delivery in the zone for a strike called. 2-1 count. Today's broadcast brought to you in part by the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau. There has never been a bad time to visit the Bear Lake area. 2-1, fouled up, chopped out of play. Evens it up at 2-2. No one on for Laramie with 1 out, but an 11-run lead here in the bottom of the 3rd inning on day 3 of the AA state tournament. Wind up by Jagger. Fastball bounces in the back. And all the way to the backstop, 3-2. Jordan Schneider for the Outlaws runs out of the dugout to grab that foul ball. Full count signaled by the home plate umpire. Mitchell into the wind, out to center field, hit deep. Wicks retreating and making the grab for out number 2. The first inning, Laramie brought 13 to the plate. They brought 8 in the second. Here in the third, the first 2 have been retired, and a 1-2-3 inning would be a welcome change for Evanston. The question is, do they have enough offensive firepower left in the tank to do much about it? They started off hot, but had the wind taken out of their sails, understandably so, after a 9-run. Was it 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-run first inning. 4-run second inning. (2-0) to Logan Picard. Hit well to left. Perriman retreating. He goes down to the ground as it one hops to the warning track. Easy double, standing up with 2 outs for Logan Picard. Improves his average to 2 for 3 on the day. A strikeout, a single, and a double with this plate appearance. Continues the inning for Laramie. Bringing up number 8 in the order, Michael Shutterly. Shutterly now playing first base, started the game as a DH. Here's the pitch. Shutterly starts to offer and holds back. Ball 1. Second, out towards short, past the glove of Bo and Seth into left field. Runner being waved around. No throw attempt for Picard is going to be in time. Throw down to second, and everyone's safe there. So Picard in for run number 15. Run number 15, yeah, 15-3, and Shutterly safe at second with a single. Makes it to second on the throw. Credited with the RBI, though, brings up number 9 in the order, Matt Smith. And got a runner picked off. Throw back to second, and it goes off the glove of Brendan Thompson into center field. Now going down to third, the tag is applied, and the runner is out. So Shutterly is retired, and there goes the inning, but Laramie still manages to get one more in, and it's 15-3 on 13 hits and 3 errors by the Outlaws as we head to the top of the 4th inning next on this First Bank presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
On the construction site, time is money. The professionals at Ellingford Brothers have top quality cement ready to go whenever and wherever you need it. Make sure your timelines are met.
Have everything you need delivered right to your job site. Whether it's ready-mix concrete, custom crushed sand and gravel, pit run, or road base, with 2 dedicated batch plants, you can count on Ellingford Brothers, delivering on time for generations. 221 County Road in Evanston.
Outlaws down to their final 6 outs. The score is 15-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Those final 6 outs come with the caveat that if you can get 3 runs in before you get 6 outs, you get 6 more outs and can try to get it onto a 7-inning game. But as it stands right now, the Outlaws are in deep, down 12 runs here in the top of the 4th. And 9-1-2 due up for Evanston. Chris Perriman followed by Brandon Wicks and Reed Gross. That has worked out, that lineup. Chris Perriman has walked. Brandon Wicks 2 for 2. And Reed Gross is 0 for 2, but has reached and scored once on a pitcher's error on the bunt laid down. First delivery from Matt Smith is ball 1. The first inning alone took 49 minutes. And here we are at 2:10. Perriman out to left field. Big gap. As long as it's fair, it's a double. It is fair. Tailing out now into foul territory. Chris Perriman pulling up at second base. Lead off 2-bagger for the Evanston Outlaws. A sign of life for Evanston. Still down 12 runs. Second reach in as many tries at the plate for Chris Perriman. First pitch to Brandon Wicks, a called strike. So as I was saying, it was about 49 minutes in the first inning, and now here we are 22 minutes later in the top of the 4th. The score 15-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Second pitch, little slap to third base, bobbled, and a high throw. Wicks is safe as Shutterly was pulled off the bag, and that allows Chris Perriman to advance on to third base. Rule it an E5. A double and an error have runners on the corners, and things are looking a little bit like the first inning for the Outlaws. Gross, as we mentioned, 0 for 2, but scored the second run after laying down a bunt to advance Wicks and then getting on base safely himself. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled off. Short lead at third and first. Hits Reed as Wicks was taking off for second regardless. Reaches there about the time Gross drops the bat and starts heading off for the base. Seth Lloyd up. Could only manage 2/3 of an out before getting, or 2/3 of an inning rather, with 2 outs and giving up 9 runs. Eventually a 10th came around to score under his watch, although on the bench. First pitch to him. Knocked between first and second into the hole. The Outlaws have 1 run in. Brandon Wicks waved around to make it a 10-run game. Cutoff throw, not in time. Wicks in standing, and Gross head first dive safe into third base. 2 RBI single, and advancing 1 more onto third. The Outlaws are down by 10 now. 15-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Seth Lloyd jumping on the first pitch that he sees, bringing Chris Perriman around and Brandon Wicks. Griffin Mitchell up. Mitchell 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts to right and center field. Been eager at the plate, Griffin has. He has seen a combined 4 pitches in 2 at-bats. 1 in the first, 3 in the second. Here's the pitch. Big cut and a big miss. Breaking ball. Had Mitchell way over where he needed to be. Runners at first and third. No outs. On the stretch. A pop-up into the infield. Shortstop coming in, and Blake Moore has the call for out number 1. The game-long slump continues for Griffin. Getting under every pitch, trying to drive it to the outfield. Bo Lloyd comes to the plate. He is 0 for 2. Or no, he doesn't. He is not. He is 1 for 2 with a single, reached second on an error, and drove in a run. Scored himself. He was the third to score in the opening inning. Smith into the set position. Hit and tailed foul down the third base line. A 1 count, throw back to first. Seth Lloyd is in safe. Lead has been cut to 10. Pitch to Lloyd. Good knock out to left field. Draw shot. Runner advancing from third. Reed Gross will be in safe and standing. 15-6. The Outlaws have got 3 in this inning and cut the lead to 9. Still a long ways to go. Sacrifice fly by Bo Lloyd, his second RBI. Ryan Fisher to the plate, a single and a strikeout. Fisher calling for time. Getting it in the right-handed box. Stretch pitch knocks Fisher in the small of the back, and runners go to first and second, still with 2 outs. Second hit batsman of the inning. Brandon Thompson, the 8th to the plate in the inning for the Outlaws. Smith on the stretch, way outside. Location has left his presence on the mound. Going way inside, now way outside. Here's the 1-0, and it's way outside again. Runners will advance as it gets past Caleb Eaton behind the plate. 2-0 to Thompson. Slow walk back for Matt Smith. Ruled a wild pitch and a step off the mound. Puts Seth Lloyd at third base. Ryan Fisher on to second. Outlaws with 3 in. Need a base hit to cut into it. Thompson fouls. 2-1 count to Brendan. Smith in a wind. Outside. And ball 3. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a healthy cut. Big miss. Full count for Thompson. 2 outs. Open base at first. Jagger Mitchell tossing that second bat out of his hands and holding on to the one he plans to use in the box should he get this far. Needs Thompson to reach first. A step out by Brendan, back into the box. Here's the pitch. in the zone, knocked up towards first base. Foul territory, Shutterly with the grab, and the third out has been recorded in the top of the fourth inning. The Outlaws score 3 to cut the lead to 9, but Laramie has a chance to respond next on this First Bank presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
There is no job too small or too big. You'll find what you need at the Lumberyard in Evanston. We carry over 25,000 products under one roof. If we don't have it, we can order everything you need to finish every project, large or small. The Lumberyard also delivers. Make sure you always check the Lumberyard first. Excellent prices, great customer service, and quality products. Now you can even shop online at thelumberyard.com. The Lumberyard, 400 Front Street in Evanston.
When you need body work or a windshield replacement, it can be as simple as dropping your vehicle off and picking it up a couple of days later. T-Bar-S Body Shop works directly with your insurance company to save you time and hassle. We know it isn't convenient to have a vehicle in the shop. That's why we work hard to repair and restore as quickly as possible to get you back on the road. Make it hassle-free. Let T-Bar fix your car. T-Bar-S Body Shop, stop in today for a free estimate. 515 County Road.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Bottom of the fourth inning, 15-6 the score as Laramie, the leading team in the bottom half, and the designated home team up to the plate to try to re-extend their lead past the 10-point Mercy Rule margin. If they can do that, the Outlaws will enter the fifth inning with their final 3 outs on the line. If they cannot, then Evanston with a little bit of life, but knowing that a 10th run by Laramie at any point or a 10-run separation at any point will mean the end of the contest. Jagger Mitchell up to the plate, Matt Smith leading off. Pitcher-on-pitcher matchup to start things off here in the bottom of the fourth, and Mitchell delivers ball 1. Bo Lloyd tight on the line on the third base side and playing at the base level. Everyone else pretty much at standard depth. And how could you not with the way Laramie has bunted all over the field in the first 2 innings. Count that 2-0. Smith up the middle into center for a base knock. Lead off in the lineup turns over to Blake Moore. This will be Blake Moore's 4th at-bat of the day, 4th plate appearance rather, as he has hit once, walked once, flown out once, and now comes to the plate here in the 4th. Had 2 at-bats in the opening inning, scored once in that inning, and then came back in the inning, came back in the second and scored once and drove one in. It looks like they're content with the way Jagger has been pitching with how well, considering Laramie has hit the ball. And I would not be surprised at all to have them stick with him the rest of the way. Pitch on the stretch, breaking ball up high for a 1-0 count. Albert Steiner on deck. Stretch pitch, runner goes, bunt pulled back, throw down to second, not in time, and Smith is in safely. Feet first slide. 14 hits for Laramie, 7 for Evanston. Time on the clock, 2:23, an hour and 23 minutes into this day 3 tournament, day 3 of the tournament. Game 1. Bunt shown again. Ball gets past Gross behind the plate, allowing Smith to advance on to third on the wild throw. That 10-run limit has legs standing 90 feet away now. Two-1. Lets it go, and ball 3. Mitchell on a full windup with a runner only on third. Lazy pop-up straight up towards the pitcher's mound. Brendan Thompson and Seth Lloyd converge. Lloyd calls off Thompson, and out number 1 is recorded. Albert Steiner to the plate. So he did stay in, and Gomez is the one that left the game. Opposite field, into left center. Run in standing. Steiner holding up at first base. The lead is 16-6, and the scoreboard is, I believe, incorrect. It says, oh, there we go. It was just misattributed. So 16-6 is the score. I saw 7 on Evanston's side, and it was just not given. It was just put to the wrong side. So that's corrected now, and the 10-run lead back intact for Laramie. Throw back to first. Steiner is safe. Will Yates awaiting his first pitch. 3 runs scored for Yates. Has a triple, a double, and a reach on air. Pop up to the mound again. Jagger will take that for the second out. Outlaws with 2 gone. Reed Beatty to the plate, and now in the back of the mind of Evanston is at least 1 run, because they will enter the 5th, needing a run to continue this game further. 10-run mercy rule after 5. Evanston, the away team for a 3rd consecutive day. They were the lower seed day 1 and lost coin tosses on day 2 and today. First pitch to Beatty. Misses for a ball. Mitchell into the stretch. Rope down third base side, but foul. Caleb Eaton on deck. As for Beatty, he's been hit, he's struck out, and he's doubled. 2 RBIs, a run scored. Step off the rubber for Jagger, and a quick step back on. 1-1 to Beatty. Here's the pitch. Down to Bo. Lips off the bottom of his glove and into left field. Inning continues with what I'll call a single. Hard hit ball, and not much chance for Bo Lloyd, who is now taken out off his left, or taking the glove off of his left hand and is tending to what looked like he got hit on the back of it. Puts it back on and will stay in the game. 10-4, 1-1. That's the inning-by-inning run tally for Laramie in today's game. Pitch from Mitchell, up high, delivered to Caleb Eaton. 1-0 with runners on first and second and 2 outs. 16-6 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Pitch from Mitchell. Pop up, out of play. May stay, no, goes just to the left side bleachers. 1-1. Caleb Eaton, the catcher for Laramie. Steps back into the right-handed batter's box. Pitch from Mitchell. Breaking ball. Past the glove. Into the hole of left field. Runner being sent home. Throw is tight, but in safely for run number 17 is Albert Steiner. Single for Eaton, his 3rd. in the game. 11-run lead for Laramie. David Coulthard to the plate with 2 gone. Pitch from Mitchell, high for Coulthard. Awaiting the 1-0. Mitchell delivers. Strike called. Coulthard has scored twice. Walked, singled, and flown out. In today's game, every Laramie Ranger has come around to score at least once. 1-1. Hit up towards second base. Out into right center. Ryan Fisher makes the catch, and the inning is over. 2 more runs come in for Laramie, and they lead at 17-6. Final chance for the Outlaws when we return on this First Bank presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
At Trona Valley, we are proud to offer choices. Those monthly service fees that banks charge on checking accounts can really add up. Trona Valley offers checking accounts with no monthly service fees or per check fees, no minimum balance requirements, and some accounts offer the opportunity to earn interest on balances. If you're ready for a checking account that gives you more for less, open an account at Trona Valley. If you'd like to know more about our checking accounts, give us a call at 800-331-6268. Trona Valley, member NCUA.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Have you been saying no to wearing your jewelry because of a missing stone, a broken chain, or a ring that's just too small? Or are you interested in redesigning your ring altogether? Jeff at Seavers Jewelers can repair or create almost all jewelry at extremely competitive prices. Jewelry is supposed to be worn. Bring it to Seavers Jewelers today for a free cleaning and any repairs it might need. Say yes to wearing your jewelry. Say it with Seavers. Seavers Jewelers on Main Street in downtown Evanston.
Score is 17-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Top of the 5th inning with Laramie in the field and Evanston, the team, trailing. An elimination game here at State. One of these teams' season is about to end, and for the Outlaws, they are the ones in most immediate danger of that. 3 outs away, and they need 2 runs this inning to avoid having this be their last frame. Pitcher on the mound for Laramie is number 6, Blake Moore, to try to shut the door. Certainly not a save opportunity with an 11-run lead, but a game saver and move on to tomorrow nevertheless. If Laramie is to come away with the win here, likely to play Gillette tomorrow. Not set in stone, but appears that would be the case. Here's the pitch to Jagger Mitchell, leading off the inning. Out to shortstop, throw to first, and Shutterly makes the grab for out number 1. New shortstop in for Laramie is number 1, Albert Steiner. And, wow, people just moving all over the place. Coulthard to second. That brings up Chris Perriman as we have 8-9-1. In this inning. First pitch, low for ball 1. Second pitch out to third base. A good field and a throw down by Smith, but it pulls him off the bag. The throw is high. And The inning will continue, or at least rather Perriman will be safe with one out. And Brandon Wicks comes up with one out. E5. As Matt Smith goes back to third base. Gets that error credited his way. Third error for Laramie. Wicks holds up on the first pitch. Called strike one. Pop up and possibly in play. Heading out down the first base dugout line. 0-2 count for Wicks. Oh, and I checked that, take that back. I thought safe. Perriman is off. I've got a thing blocking my line to first base, so I actually have to kind of look around. There are two outs. So he was pulled off the bag, but he's not there. And a swing and a miss, strikeout, and the throw down on the drop third strike. The Outlaws season has been ended. 1, 2, 3 go down. And that is the game. 17-6, the final on the Impact Physical Therapy Board. Laramie ends Evanston's season. We'll take a quick break and come back with post-game coverage to wrap this up next on this First Bank presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Hi there, Craig Dearden with Castle Rock Chevrolet right here in Evanston. Of course, it's about finding you that perfect vehicle, but at Castle Rock, it's about a lot more. It's using our experience to get you the best rate. We will get you the vehicle that you've always wanted. It's about knowing your vehicle is in the right hands. Throughout the buying experience here at Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're here for you. If you're ready to buy a new truck, come to Castle Rock. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
City Drug carries a wide selection of durable medical equipment and other products that help make your life more comfortable. Some examples include wheelchairs, walkers, knee scooters, a variety of braces, crutches, safety handles for the bathroom or shower. Other products include compression stockings to help minimize leg and ankle pain caused by swelling, and Dr. Comfort footwear. When you're looking for items that can make your life a little better, visit the friendly staff at City Drug at the corner of 10th and Main Street in Evanston.
When it comes to quality, Ellingford Brothers in Evanston always delivers year-round. Whether you are looking for cement, gravel, road base, cement watering troughs, culverts, sand, steel fabrication services, steel products, accessories for your vehicles, trailer hitches, or snow removal for your company or organization, Ellingford Brothers is the name to remember. Quality services and fair prices. 3 things you'll always find at Ellingford Brothers. Call us today at 307-789-1515.
That is your season finale for the Evanston Outlaws. They finish up 21-16 on the year, 1-2 at the AA state tournament, and a final loss 17-6 to the Laramie Rangers ends it. Losing pitcher on the mound is Seth Lloyd. Gave up 10 runs in just two-thirds of an inning pitched. Jagger Mitchell came in, pitched the final remaining 4 1/3 innings. Run you through the batting lineup and how they did. Brandon Wicks went 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored, a pair of singles, and a strikeout to end the game. Reed Gross 0 for 2 with 2 runs scored, reached on an error and was hit by a pitch to come around and score both of those times. Seth Lloyd 1 for 1, a sacrifice fly, RBI, intentional walk, and a single. Griffin Mitchell 0 for 3 on 2 flyouts and a pop-out. Bo Lloyd 0 for 2, had a sacrifice fly, RBI as well, though, and scored once after reaching, I misspoke there, Bo Lloyd 1 for 2. Singled, scored, and reached that E7 is how he got to second base. Ryan Fisher 2 for 3, 1 for 2, was hit once, singled, and struck out. Brendan Thompson 1 for 3 with an RBI single in the opening inning. Jagger Mitchell 0 for 3, a strikeout, a flyout, and a ground out. Chris Perriman goes 1 for 2 with a double, a run scored, and a walk. That is your season for the Evanston Outlaws, and we will be on to the fall next in just a couple of weeks as the Evanston Red Devils take over for football and volleyball on the airwaves on 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Until then, thanks for listening. I'm Jake Hibbard. We'll see you end of August.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Old West Media and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the aforementioned rights holders. Today's executive producer is Val Cook. Sales manager is Julie Burley. Office manager is Kayleen Anderson. KNYM Sports Director is Jake Hibbard, and KADQ Sports Director is Ryan Steinecker. Production assistants are AJ Lamb and Jordan Bowie. Thank you to all of our sponsors, and thank you for tuning in.